what's going on, everybody? A little bit of different little one-on-one today. I'm driving down to a business where I got to do some major transactions to buy some product for my own business. So I figured, you know what? Let me take you with me on this little 2-hour excursion and do a little talking on a topic today that has blown up on Twitter. It's been actually pretty exciting if you haven't heard. I'm sure you have, but if you haven't, as everybody knows, the Yeezy V2 350, the what do they call them, the dark green or something like that, were supposed to release this month on June 24th was the original release date. Supposedly that it's come out via Yeezy Mafia on Twitter, which Yeezy Mafia always has like the inside connections and the know-how of releases that and information most people don't know about. So supposedly they have a connection that has said that Kanye West and Adidas both decided to pull the plug on the dark greens on June 24th and instead replace it with a restock of the Yeezy 350 V2 Zebras that we have all been begging to get. I'm excited about this. I know you're excited about this. It's pretty big news. If you haven't heard about it, just go to Twitter, type in Zebra, Yeezy or whatever, and you'll see the insane amount of posts and information that's blowing up about this topic. Because these originally released back like February, I think it was like February 25th. I think that sounds right, I think. And everybody knows that release for that Zebra was so freaking hyped up. People wanted pairs like crazy. And majority of people struck out. Resellers ate that release alive. Like YeezySupply.com, resellers pretty much raped that website of their entire stock. I mean, it's almost kind of funny how Yeezy's supply can be invaded by bots and resellers and techniques that they have to circumvent their release process. So this time, supposedly from what I read, they're only restocking the Zebras on Adidas.com and boutiques, supposedly no foot sites. So we'll see what happens with that. I think, well, the first time the Zebras dropped, they didn't drop on the foot sites. So for a restock, it makes sense to me for them to actually drop them on foot sites this time, since the first time they didn't get them on foot sites. So we'll see what happens with that information, because that actually, you know, it hasn't been verified 100%, you know, accurate yet. But, you know, in my mind, it just makes sense. Drop them on Adidas, drop it on foot sites, and of course your normal boutiques like your Wish Atlantas and, you know, Undefeated, those kind of like upscale boutiques across the country. So right now they're saying that the Yeezy V2, the dark greens, will still drop later this year. Because you got to think about it, the dark greens are more of a kind of a fall shoe. I mean, that's not really what you call a summer shoe, those dark greens. The Zebras, though, are a summer shoe with that white and the black on the shoe. Goddamn, driver. This dude can't drive for shit. But, yeah, the dark green V2s are just more of a fall shoe, not a summer shoe, in my opinion, that most people do think about. Part 2 to this video, let's call this. Yeezy Zebras. What will the prices do? What's resale looking like? What should I do with mine I currently have? Should I keep them? Should I sell them? You know what? Let me throw a little, I guess, history onto you guys. If you don't remember, some of you probably do. This is just rambling to you guys already know I'm about to say. But if you don't, here's what I gotta say. Yeezy Zebra V2, supposedly, the numbers I read Not verified. This restock hasn't been verified yet by Adidas. And the numbers that I heard was the restock will have 22,000 pairs, I think available just on Adidas maybe. I'm not 100% sure. Unverified. What's going to happen to the resale on the Zebras? The first time around, I'm trying to rack my brain thinking how many released. I think the first time around, I think Adidas dropped, was it 10,000 pairs? Around then? About that number, I think. I'm probably wrong. But I think that's what they dropped. And hence, it was very limited. Why the prices are, you know, $1,500, $1,800, bigger sizes, you know, are a lot more expensive. So if it restocks with twice as many as the original run, will prices drop? Yes, they will drop. Here's the example. Yeezy 350, the original V1 Pirate Blacks, when they came out in 2015. When they came out, it was second colorway that came out? Turtle Doves were first, and I think it was Pirate Blacks. Once again, I could be wrong. But prices on those, when it first came out, I think around 1,000. They started creeping up, 1,500. And actually, if you remember this, at one time, the Yeezy 350 V1 Pirate Blacks actually passed the Turtle Doves in price. It was towards the end of 2015. The Pirate Blacks, if you remember, they were touching upwards of $1,700 to $2,000 for a DS pair. If you think back to this, if you remember, if you bought them from, I'm not saying Twitter, you know, fan price. I'm talking about Flight Club prices, Soul Supremacy, Urban Necessities, your major resale shops. Prices on the Pirate Blacks, the 2015 versions, they were maxing out around the end of 2015 for close to $2,000 for certain sizes. Average prices were around $1,750 to $1,800. They were going for more than the Turtle Doves. At that time, Turtle Doves were going for about $1,400 to $1,500. Pirate Blacks were going for more. 2016. I think it was in February 2016. Pirate Blacks restocked. I think they announced it in January 2016 for the restock. Immediately, the prices for the 2015 Pirate Blacks took a hit, almost overnight. By the time that the 2016 version 2 of the Pirate Blacks dropped in February, prices on the V1s were down to about $1,200. When the version 2 of the Pirate Blacks dropped, I managed to get 3 pairs. One pair retail from, was it footlocker.com. The other 2 I bought resale. About the first 2 months after release, the prices were dead on, not dead, were low. Let me rephrase that. Prices were low. I managed to pick up 2 pairs, size 13, Yeezy 350, 2016 versions for $750 shipped and $800 shipped. That was about, I think, a month after release. That would have been about March of 2016. The prices went all the way down. The cheapest that I ever saw them hit was $750. And that was pretty much all of Twitter, some of the online shops. Flight Club never went much below, I think they went as low as about $900, maybe $850. But I managed to get resell a pair for $750 and a pair for $800. But look at it now. Here about 14 months later, the prices for the Yeezy 350 Pirate Black version 2 2016 pair are back up to about $1,300 to $1,500 for a DS pair, especially larger sizes like my 13, my man size 13s. You can't get much below $1,500 dead stock. That's pretty much the going rate. So, key is, the actually 2015 and 2016 Pirate Black pairs both are going for about the same price because it's the same shoe. Only major change was the inside cushioning around the ankle collar. The 2016 was a little bit thicker, a little more pad to it. But that was about it. 2015, 2016 pair are pretty much around the same prices. $1,300 to $1,500 DS. You might be able to find a steal at $1,200. DS pairs, I'm talking DS. So prices went back up. They've never touched the level that they were before the restock. And they probably never will, I'm guessing. because size 13s before the version 2 restocks were touching $2,000. Post restock, $750. So take this knowledge for the zebras. Will the prices drop for the restock, especially if there's 20,000 plus pairs restocking? Yes, prices will drop. Will they drop down to $750? I don't know. This shoe is so hyped, and first time around was so limited. Majority of people missed out, and they want a pair still, and they're going to get a pair. I bet you man size 13 for the zebras right now, today, are going for about $1,500. If you look at StockX, your GOAT, your major .com websites, prices for a man size 13 are about $1,500. I've seen some of the more common sizes, your 9, 10, 11, can go for as low as $1,200. I've seen size 7 through 4, or size 4 through 7. I've seen some dip below $1,000 several times. So right now, the prices on the zebras have softened some. And with the restock of pretty much twice as many pairs as the original first release, it wouldn't be out of this realm of reality, I bet you, for maybe a little bit less than $1,000 resale day of drop, maybe $800 to $1,000. Bigger sizes will probably stay up to $1,000 plus. Bigger sizes in 12, 13, 14, the sizes they make the least of, I bet you will still stay $1,000 and up. But the main sizes, I say size 9 through 11, I wouldn't be too shocked to see restock for the first month or two, maybe $700, $800, maybe $900. I don't know. I'm not a resale guru. I'm just going by what the Pirate Blacks did for their restock. The prices just crashed on the resale prices. But if you're patient, a year later, they're back up to about $1,500. So, I mean, moral of the story, if you love your zebras, but you don't want to wear them, but you also don't want to sell them, the prices will drop on them. But if you're patient, just wait a year or maybe even 2, and your prices will go back up to probably where they're at today, $1,300 to $1,500 for a DS pair. So, but of course, this zebra restock has not been verified by Adidas. It's just like an inside information leak by Yeezy Mafia, who have leaked a lot of information in the past that's been accurate. So, is this restock verified? No. Are the numbers verified by Adidas? No. This right now, it's all speculation, but it's, pretty valid speculation. But if it happens, awesome. If not, you know what? The zebras will restock eventually. It's going to happen. Will it be the 24th of June? Hopefully. But if not, it'll happen eventually. So, if you're the kind of person who's looking to sell the zebras, you don't want to keep them, and you're just waiting for the time to sell them, if you want to sell them, now. If not, your prices will drop for the next year. You have to probably wait at least a year plus before the prices get back to where they're at right now. So it's up to you, if you're a reseller, what to do. Person like me that wants to get a double up or maybe even a triple up, this restock, let's get it. Let's get our pairs. Run.